Well, hi. Today we're going to talk about refinancing. So what's the deal with refinancing? Well, the first thing is that the rates are at historic lows. It wasn't last week, but I believe it was a week before that we discovered that LIBOR, which is a component of adjustable rate mortgages and reverse mortgages, is at a 28-year low. Okay, so that's a component of the interest rates that are charged on those loans. So the interest rates here are at historic lows. Now, I'm doing this outside, of course, on the patio because of the coronavirus and the stay-at-home orders. So that's why we're making the videos here at home. Now, coronavirus has caused a lot of economic difficulty with a lot of people and a lot of businesses. There's 22 million people unemployed, and I don't know, and no one does know, what's going to happen to the values of real estate, but real estate values go up and real estate values go down exactly the same way. When the man next door sells his house at $10,000 less, all of a sudden your property is worth $10,000 less. When the guy down the street sells his property for $25,000 less, then your property is worth $25,000 less. So I suspect that because we're going to have fewer buyers in the market going forward after the coronavirus, I suspect that the values of real estate are going to go down, and that augurs well for refinancing at this time. And I told you that there are 22 million people who are out of work. If you're still employed, they've changed something here, and I'll tell you what it is. They used to just do a verification of employment at the beginning. Okay, but now they do a verification of employment at the beginning and at the end of the loan process. And I've had a couple of people get kicked out because they got laid off in the interim. But now there's a lot of people out of work, and those people out of work, they can't get a loan for anything because you must be employed or be able to prove up your income if you own a business or whatever. So there's a whole lot of people who can't get a loan right now today. Now, it was about 6 weeks ago, as I'm doing this here, about 6 weeks ago we had the largest week in history of mortgage loan originations, which prompted one of the CEOs of one of the major lenders in America to put out a video message to his people saying that they are going to raise all the interest rates because the underwriters just don't grow on trees and they can't staff up enough to take care of the mortgage loan applications they had at that time. Okay, so they raised the interest rates by a point in a day, okay? And that knocked out a lot of people. But now the tide has turned tremendously such that there's a whole lot of people who will not be originating mortgage loan applications, and you'll be able to get into the lenders really quickly. Now, the other thing is that an asset to a lender is a performing loan, and they have also granted a lot of forbearance. You know, most of them have gone 3 months. You know, you can do 3 months without any payments, don't worry about it. You got to pay it at the end, but, you know, we're going to let you go for 3 months here. So because of all those forbearance situations, they need performing loans. And because they need performing loans, they're going to go out and they're going to do everything they can to get them, which means that your loan will be able to be processed in a very short period of time because they have enough now, enough underwriters now to take care of the inflow of mortgage loan applications that would come in now. And remember, they're going to check the employment at the head end of the loan process, and they'll also check at the back end. Okay, so all of these things together, okay, augur well for refinancing at this time. Okay, so we've got the low interest rates, we've got valuations on real property possibly going down in the future, making it more and more, as it comes down, it's more difficult, you know, to qualify for a mortgage or to get cash out. If you want to do a cash out refinance, that would lower the amount of cash out that you can get, and it would also increase the loan to value ratio, and you don't want to do that either. So right now is a good time to refinance to mitigate those particular issues. We've got interest rates, of course, at historic lows, and we've got 1 to 2 day approvals now at the lenders because they want to get everybody in who qualifies as quickly as possible. So I'm suggesting that if you are going to refinance at some point, waiting is not going to help you a bit. Waiting is not going to do you any bit of good. Do it now, because this is a perfect storm of circumstances that tells you that now's a good time to refinance. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the phone. Bye-bye.